Hello all. Still no compressor, so no more work done on the L39 unfortunately. I did give it a quick coat more of primer, I said I was going to, and I'll rub that down as soon as I get a chance. And so it's ready. As soon as the compressor comes back we can get crack straight on with it. But I have got a little unboxing video and build video for you today. Nothing serious. You may have recalled a couple of videos ago, if you watched it to the end, I've done some clips of us at the airfield, and there was the little red Comet, and you may have noticed that it's had very little left of the wingtips. I think about 3 inches had gone off each wing. Ailerons hanging on by sellotape. Guns missing off it, cannons missing off it. Pretty rough in general. I'd had that airplane for about 4 or 5 years, and at the field there's a sort of bit of a giggle now on how many flights it's really had, because every time I go to the field it usually gets anything from 2 to 4 flights. And it's been flown hard and hammered for the whole time, and it's lasted all this time, and that was still flying. But this weekend just gone I retired it. Ivan needed a motor and a speed controller for a project he's doing, and a couple of mini servos, so I gave it to him and he's going to strip it down and use the bits. And here I have a brand new one, because when they were available, when I bought the one that I had one before the one I've got just finished with, which I flew for 6 months until I crashed it. Loved it so much that I bought 3 of them from Hobby Kings at once when they had a discount on. I think we paid only about 65 or 70 quid each for them, so nice and cheap. Ivan had one, I had the one I was just flying, and I had this one to keep a spare. I'm now going to build this and get this ready for the rest of this season. So I thought you might like to see it. So I'll change the camera around so you get a better view, and I'll open the box up and take it out bit by bit, and then I'll stick it together. I'll see how the video go, and you know, if I think it need it, I'll speed it up. If the build process takes an hour, I'll just fast speed it up and you can watch me build it. Alright, so let's see how it goes. Alright, let's try and get you a good view in the box. There we go. Right, plain boxes these came in. I remember the other 2 did as well, so there's nothing on them. These are Durafly, these were made by. This is the red one, so no foam or nothing in the box. A bit of cardboard, and the wings are just sellotaped to it. I'm going to need my knife. So these were, I think, because we got these so cheap, I think they'd changed all the packaging, because I'm certain the first one I bought was in lovely foam packaging and, you know, really well done. But if I remember, when we bought these 3, they were less than half the price of the original one. So they'd obviously skimped on the packaging. But right, it's the wings. They are individually wrapped, sealed bag, yeah. So they come all done, transfers on, servos are in, not connected, no horns on, so they must be inside the box. So there you go, all very nice. That look a bit nice compared to the one I just got rid of. Yeah, that's where the torpedo tube go on. Yeah, as you can see, all very nice. So fuselage must be under this lot. Yeah, secondary. Yeah, so this is just put into, well, 2 bits of foam basically stuck to the bottom of the box. I suppose it ain't going to go anywhere. So that is the fuselage. Now there is some mechanism in here for dropping the undercarriage. tail plane. That's the red bits. If I remember rightly, these go round here once you stuck the wings on. We'll have a look at that. Motors in. Yeah, motors in, speed controller's in. That's got a bit of sticky on it, but it's come loose. Can't remember on the other one. I think I have the speed controller that side. It's a 40 amp, so it's not a bad speed controller because you can fly these on 3 or 4 cell. So that's not bad. And it's got a 3 amp back. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, if I remember rightly, I put my oh, it looked like the speed controller was supposed to be there. Yeah, that'd be alright. I'll just have to put the receiver that side. Battery go in there, fits up to underneath there. There's a hole there for air vent, and I had my battery so the edge of it just comes to the edge of the air vent there. That's a bit for that. Yep, look alright. So rudder, servos in again. So that's all easy enough. So it's just basically glue the wings in. Yeah, there's supposed to be spars for the wings. I can't see them. Not in there. Ah, there they are. Yeah, so it's what we got in there: spars, sticky back Velcro, horns, links and wires, one prop. See, the original ones came with 2 props, little spinner, torpedo tube. So, oh, and a little aerial goes in there on the canopy. Right, let's move this box out of the way, and I shall bung it together. You can put this together with foam glue, foam safe glue, foam safe super glue, but I'm going to use epoxy because it's going to get some hard. Once I've trimmed it out, I will fly the arse off it, and it'll be spend most of its time only 2 foot off the ground, so it's probably best to epoxy it together. So they're quite a hardy airplane. I have had them, you know, cartwheel down the runway, run out, pick them up and just throw them and fly again. So they're quite a hardy airplane. So I will epoxy all my bits in so they don't come out of the runway. We'll see how it goes. Alright. So it's that. I'll get them all ready and then make the epoxy up all in one time. Should be able to put tail and both wings on together. Then they'll need 10 minutes to dry, and then I'll try and work out that. I think by the look of that, it's, oh no, it's in strips. I was going to say last time it was in strips. Yeah, that is in strips. So like I'm saying, I think they go along this line here and round and hide your glue line, so it makes it look neat and tidier. So, and then another thing I do with these is once they are together later on, what I will do is I will, the underneath of the wing, I'll put a piece of masking tape across, probably just hair, just in front of that cross and hair, and then I'll spray that bit white, and then that way when you're away from you can see whether it's upside down or the right way up a bit better. So being all red, it's actually quite awkward to tell, especially on a little model like this with no proper tail plane. So yeah, so I should do that. even give you an Allen key. I ain't got a clue what that's for. So that's on a Phillips, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I see. That fit the motor mount if you want to take that out. Shouldn't need to, hopefully that's alright. Right. There we go. One finished Comet. That didn't take too long. I know the movements are about right because I've left them set how I had them. So I had all the end points set and the travel. You don't need a lot of movement on these. There's about 8mm of up elevator, about 6 to 8 of down elevator. And again about the same on left on the roll. That'll roll like hell on just that movement. Rudder Well, I've just left that on full movement. I hardly ever use the rudder. You're supposed to use it if you use the dolly to take off. I haven't got the dolly in this actually. I remember that I took that out of the box 2 years ago and scrounged the wheels off it for something else. I never use the dolly, I just throw it. I think the only thing I haven't done is put the aerial on the top, but just ain't worth mixing glue up for that. I should just leave that until I next mix a bit of glue up. And that just go in there. Actually, that is so tight that ain't coming out anyway. That's good. There you go. So that's now ready to fly. I've got a couple of little strips that I can put on here. I don't know whether I'll bother because they usually end up peeling off, and I've done a reasonably neat job, so you can hardly see the join, so that makes a change. Like I say, what I will do is I will turn it upside down and I will paint 2 white stripes on the underside, so about there and there, and that will just make that easy verbal for me, you know, when I'm flying, so you know whether you're upside down or the right way up, especially if you put it in a big spin or take it a long way away from you. That just help a little. So other than that, that is now ready to throw. I just got to put a little bit of Velcro in to hold the battery in. I know the position of the battery for the CG, so that's easy. I can't remember where the CG is on these, to be honest. I think it's around about here somewhere. Might be on that circle. Again, you could get all that on, you know, off the internet if you got hold of one of these. Like I say, I've enjoyed these. The last one had hundreds and hundreds of flights, so hopefully this one will as well. We shall see. I shall take it over the airfield next time the wind's allowing and give it a throw. So, and then hopefully this will become my go-to airplane that I take all the time. I just check that this, didn't check this throttle, the direction. Oh yeah, that's okay. It's in the right direction. Yeah. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that. That's something new. You might not see one of these again. I aren't certain because I haven't looked on the Hobby King site since they left the UK and then Europe. So I know at one time they didn't have these for a long while. So you might not even be able to get these now. But I know they're made by Durafly. I haven't heard a lot about Durafly, so I don't know where they stand at the moment, because some of the Durafly airplanes I really did like. I started off, believe it or not, about 6 years ago with a Durafly Mark 20, so 22 or 24 Spitfire they done. I had one of them for a little while. They had good fun, that flew well. And I had one of them little pylon races they done. I can't remember what that was called, but that went very, very fast. Faster than this, I should think. So they've done some good airplanes in their time. Quite nicely detailed in some of them. They've done a T-28. I think they've done a 109. They've done the Spitfire. Can't remember a Hurricane. They've done a few jets. You know, conducted fans, sort of usually 50, 60 or 70 mil. They haven't done big stuff. But like I say, I sort of, everybody I spoke to who's flown Durafly on that has always said that they always fly well. So, like I say, these do fly very well. I enjoy flying this. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I shall talk to you hopefully soon. Hopefully we'll be back on the L39 soon. Alright, thank you for watching. Bye bye.